What's going on, everybody? It is I, Bad Billy from Twin Falls, Idaho, host of Outlaw Radio and founder of the Bearded Patriots. Now, this is not one of the Bearded Patriots video chronicles. However, I know I'm starting it out the same way. This is going to be a video fit for YouTube since I'm going to kill two birds with one stone and address two idiots that I really don't want this kind of content too much on the Bearded Patriots channel. However, I will put in the link in the description there that for the Bearded Patriots Rumble channel if you want to catch some of the other stuff that I do. Plus, you get the Common Sense Conservatives with Colonel Chris Wyatt, retired, and John Grosvenor, two other members of the Bearded Patriots. You get a little bit of current and old content of Jericho Green. Just videos of other members of the Bearded Patriots. But, I'm basically, I guess I'm a little bit on the smear campaign of this video, and that's why I don't mind putting it up on YouTube. So, like I said, two idiots that I'm going to address. So, first one's going to be Scott Balson, Scott Balsack, out of Australia, who thinks he has to be the number one alpha activist. Anybody gets any more than of a following than he does, he has a fucking fit about it. And then, of course, who can forget Crazy Joe? Yeah, little JoJo out in New York. Really a couple of insignificant weasels when you just boil it down to the low-down, dirty core. One thing I am going to address as a quick announcement, actually, before I get to all that, is I have been accepted on the Patriots Soapbox, and the political segments of Outlaw Radio will be broadcast live on the Patriots Soapbox. The time slot I have is selected for Wednesday evenings. Oh my goodness, right around the same time little JoJo's doing his show, or he's doing the shows. But no, I got a live stream on Patriot Soapbox. Now, it's not set in stone yet with the guys who do the scheduling. It is set in stone that I am going to Patriot Soapbox. Just the time slot, I'm still working on that. And I have to pick a time that's convenient, of course, for the icon Stephen James. But Outlaw Radio will be going live again, at least part of it. Yes, indeed. So anyway, first one, Scott Balsack. You know, the activist for the South African people who lives out in Australia, or he's into activism for fame. It's just too clear. I mean, he says he's doing it because he cares for the people and he wants to fight for the minorities of South Africa. I've spoken out for them too, and I continue to do so. However, Colonel Chris Wyatt, he's gone above and beyond. He's currently in South Africa right now. He's about halfway through his trip. He went out there. He's been out there for about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. He's going to come back sometime here shortly in the middle of September, and he's been out there for nearly a month. And like I said in a previous video on the Bearded Patriots Video Chronicles, he's paid for this trip in the majority, or I should say all of his expenses out of his own pocket and never asked for a dime from anyone, even though there are the kind people who will gladly leave him super chats. He's never asked for a super chat. But because he's accepting them, oh, there's Scott Balsack calling him an e-beggar. So I actually sent an email to Mr. Balsack, and with a flurry of cuss words, mind you, yes, I did do that, and I'm not ashamed of doing that. I expressed my anger about him trying to run Colonel Wyatt's name into the mud and trying to make him out to be some kind of bum or some kind of e-beggar. I mean, first off, asshole, that guy spent damn near 40 years of his life in the military, serving our great nation, and obviously also fighting for people in other parts of the world, since he spent significant time in Africa. And the man speaks, I think, 6 languages, Swahili being one of them. So, you know what, the fact that you got all pissed off at Fiona Timms just because she decided to kick back, watch one of Colonel Wyatt's live streams, and chatted with him. Oh no, you can't do that if you're a moderator for, or you're an admin for Scott Balsack. According to Fiona Timms, her Skype was ringing off the hook, and he was pissed off, being the little bitch that he is. So, you know, he does this, Scott Balsack does this video trying to expose Ronaldo House, which was nothing more than a very comic, epic failure. So, you know, I do a couple of videos, I send the email. He does a video in response to me, which you cannot view at this time, and I'll explain why in a minute, because it's a pretty damn funny reason why you can't view it. So, he does a video about me saying that the Bearded Patriots is a cult, and Chris Wyatt's sending his goons after him. Chris Wyatt didn't ask me to do a fucking thing, just like he never asked for any donations for somebody to send him any cash. I do things of my own free will. Nobody controls me. I mean, little JoJo in New York tends to think that Matt Connerton controls me, and of course, this little idiot out in Australia thinks that Colonel Wyatt controls me. It's not the case. He didn't ask me to send that email. He didn't even know I was sending that email. I sent that on my own accord, motherfucker. And I do keep my promise. I've got a lot of dirt on you there, Mr. Scott Balsack, that you don't want me to release. So I highly, highly advise that you back the fuck off, do your own thing. You know, you got an audience, and you got a decent audience, I'll give you that. Do your own thing. If you don't want to work with another activist, just shut the fuck up and leave him alone. Simple as that. If you don't like what he's doing. Otherwise, activists should be working together. You know, it's not a competition when it comes to activism. And what you're doing is a load of crap. The way you've treated Fiona Timms. But I do find it very funny. Now, why can't you view the video that he did about me and hear the crap that he said about me? Why can't you view it? Oh, that's right, because his web designer, Rudy, got sick and tired of his shit and took his website down. I mean, you can't view it on YouTube because, Scott got struck off of YouTube. And I mean, I'm not going to get into that because I think this wokeism that they're doing to people, you know, basically, if you don't agree with their narrative, say anything they disagree with, they take your video down, suspend your channel, whatever. I think that's a bunch of bullshit that shouldn't have happened. I agree with that. But it is pretty funny, though, that you go to another platform where you can post videos and you do have a decent following there, but you pissed off your web designer so much that he decided to take your website down. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm pretty sure, since you got that secret YouTube channel, that I will actually put this one thing I'll say right now. I will put in the description of this video the YouTube channels of both Scott Balsack and Little JoJo in New York. I'll put their YouTube channels in the description of this video. So, yep. So you can't watch this video about me because his whole website got taken down. Now, if he's got it saved somewhere, I'm pretty sure he's going to repost it. And when he does, all you got to do is follow the Bearded Patriots media and, all the social media there. And I will put the link in, on the Twitter, on the Truth Social, on Getter and the Facebook and all that. That's if he manages to get that video back where someone could view it. So, Scott Balsack, back the fuck off. Do your own thing. Leave Colonel Wyatt alone. Because you absolutely have no business attacking him. And the things you're saying about him are bold-faced lies. And he already stated that he's got the resources to come after you, regardless of the fact that you're in Australia, and file a slander suit against you. So do you really want to cross that line, you stupid fuck? And with the dirt that I've got on you from certain people. By the way, you think I didn't know about Brandy Sheets? I mean, she's a dirty bitch too, just like you. She's right where she belongs. One thing, you and Crazy Joe, Chris Lauerman got a hold of you both. Little Chris from Chicago got a hold of you, both of you, and gave you that old podcast from my old nemesis, Fresno. And, you, both of you, your dicks were hard the moment you got that information because you thought you had something gold. You both ain't got shit. I mean, Fresno, not a year after that was recorded, he was arrested for phone harassment, calling in a bomb threat to a Burger King restaurant. And I've got the articles. Ask Scottie, I sent you the email of his mugshot and all the articles and all that shit. I mean, I can't send it to JoJo because he blocked me before I could send him that stuff. But it's really funny how both of you just think you struck gold with that. Because the truth is, I worked for Fresno, he paid me, and then when I didn't do something that he wanted because I knew it was criminal activity and I wasn't going to go to jail, he decided to say that for that year I had been stealing money from him. I got the evidence that he actually paid me. I didn't steal a fucking dime, so you guys ain't got shit. Now moving on to you, JoJo. I tune into your... I'm basically, because I've been busy with exposing Scott Balsack. That's funny the way I just said that. I've been completely ignoring you, and it sounds like you feel left out, the video you're doing. Or should I say the videos? Good Lord. Here I am, I'm actually going on to a great big conservative network. That only you wish you could go there. I know you're probably going to contact Patriot Soapbox and say you're going to bring ratings through the roof. The fact is, if people heard the fucking rhetoric that you spew, they'd turn off. They'd start complaining to the management of Patriot Soapbox. I know they would. You'd call them a bunch of leftist communist cocksuckers, whatever it is you say there, JoJo. Truth is, these people are more right wing than I am. And I mean, the shit you say about Matt Connerton, since you can't even say his name. You know, for when I listen to Matt Connerton just about every morning, if I'm not listening in the afternoon, I'm listening on the AOW radio network. And I couldn't disagree more with Matt when it comes to the things he says about Donald Trump. You know, and he's probably, you know, I understand that Matt does not like Donald Trump. You know what, though? I don't fault him for it. You want to know why, JoJo? Because I believe in democracy. I believe in the right to disagree. And I leave the subject alone. I don't engage in an argument with him because I don't fucking need to, you dumb fuck. I mean, he knows that I'm a Trump supporter. I've made it no secret. And he's accepted that I am and has not criticized me for it. I mean, him and I will both look at each other in the eye and tell each other, it's not my fault you're always wrong, and we'll laugh about that. But you don't get any of that because you're too fucking stupid. It is rather funny, though, that, you know, I tune into one of your videos and right away, I haven't paid you any mind or anything, haven't done anything, and yet you want to, it's my name that just falls from your mouth. I mean, most of the time it's Matt, but you never forget about me. And Dirk Don, Arrogant Media, I haven't heard from him in a while. He's focusing on his own life and hasn't had a damn thing to do with you. So that must be bothering you too. Because, you know, he's doing his own thing and doesn't give two shits about you. Rob and Slim haven't done a show in probably 2 or 3 months now because they're moving on to other things. But yeah, you still want to talk about them. You are obsessed with all of us. I know you're fucking jealous as shit, especially when you find out that I'm on Patriots Soapbox. Because I don't know who else is going to accept a racist piece of shit like you. And these people are big-time right-wingers. We're talking a lot of their listeners and a lot of the show hosts on Patriot Soapbox are QAnons. Big-time Trump supporters. I don't really agree to all that much with the QAnons, but doesn't mean that I don't get along with them. I just don't buy what they sell, that's all. So, Joe, when you go onto YouTube, all you fucking do is make a fool of yourself. Every time. The only reason why people go watch your videos is to look at what an idiot you are. Seriously. Like I said before, Joe, your only redeeming quality is that you're fucking funny. But the fucked up thing is you're not trying to be funny. You're funny because you're a fucking idiot. Now, how about that? Otherwise, somebody you used to talk to told me that you're not happy unless you have someone to fight with. What kind of life is that? I mean, I swear, you wake up in the morning. You know, when I wake up in the morning, maybe get a glass of water. If I gotta pee, I gotta pee. Look for some breakfast. Go about my day. I don't. I at that time I pretty much forget you or Scott Ballsack exist. And then I'm reminded when I step up to my computer or open my Facebook on my phone. You, on the other hand, wake up wondering what Matt's doing. You wake up wondering what I'm doing. You wake up wondering what Dirk's doing. You wake up wondering what Rob and Slim are doing. We have put that kind of imprinted that kind of impression into your brain so bad, I don't think there's any removing it. We are in your head rent-free 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You probably go to bed jacking off thinking about all of us. I'm serious, you probably do. Especially given the amount of gay jokes you're always fucking talking. So, all right. So, like I said, you want to know if you have to see for yourself, you want to know about these two clowns that I was just talking about. Like I said, the link is in the description of this video. So is the link to the Rumble channel. I am Bad Billy. And I am fucking out of here.